Hey, yo, everybody. How are you? This is a Reverend in the middle chair again with the theme and theory. We are actually going to do the Geek Weekend review. Like I said, we're just a bunch of middle aged guys talking about nothing. A lot of stuff to make geeks happy this week. We're talking about video games and movies, and there's quite a few things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so what do you want to start out with, team?
Batman v Superman.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Lots to talk about that.
yeah, indeed.
So, opinions about the trailer.
Well, let's give this to Theory because he just saw the trailer like 10 minutes
I just
ago.
saw this recently, and I can't help but think that it's just way too much stuff in the one movie.
Yeah.
All right. For starters, you got the Paragoblins, and then you got Wonder Woman showing up, and all of these different storylines that are going to be intertwined into one single movie. I just don't see it all working out.
Yeah, I mean the thing about it, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna see the movie. I might not see it in theaters, but I am gonna see it eventually. But the thing about Batman versus Superman that got me, especially after this last long release trailer, is that if DC wasn't playing catch up and it wasn't obvious by now, oh my God, is it obvious after this trailer? Because, like Theory said, they're shoving so many storylines into. You got to think that if it's going to be a 3 hour movie, even then, they got the New Gods, they got Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. Uh, let's see here. The what's his name? Doomsday Cave Troll showed up.
You look like one of the Ninja Turtles movies.
Yeah, or
You
Cave Troll.
actually kinda did.
You know. Um, let's see here. We got possible parademons.
Mhm.
All right. Lex Luthor running around, sounding like he's doing a.
Impression of the Joker
No, actually, he's doing an impression of.
or the Riddler.
Yeah, the Riddler from the 1966 Batman series.
Is it me, or was that the shortest Lex Luthor on the face of the planet?
Yeah. Yeah, Lex Luthor, aside from the horrible wig, is looking kind of anemic there, huh?
Yeah. You look like kind of a mad scientist that never combed his hair. And then he loses his hair later, and it's like, I wish I still had that.
Yeah, and if he doesn't hate Superman by then, that's what makes him hate Superman, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That'll do.
Yeah, you know, generally speaking, not to make this a Marvel versus DC thing, but I think what's been going on for the last few years has been really, really obvious, especially since the slate that they've announced for the DC movies. They've got like already a dozen movies announced and dates, but they don't have any directors or writers except for like two of them. All right, one of them, which, well, excuse me, yeah, except for like two of them, aside from Batman vs Superman and Suicide Squad. All right, and just not that I want to go ahead and see another origin movie for these guys because we already know who the hell they are, but they're just really trying to shoehorn so much stuff into one small movie.
I mean, given you may not always want to see an origin story,
yeah,
but we would at least like to see introduction to these characters before they just get thrown into a movie with a bunch of characters that we've already
seen. I mean, it doesn't need the full blown 2 hour Marvel.
No, absolutely not.
But wow, the amount of people that they have to serve in 2.5 hours.
You see, the thing about it is everything has to make 100% sense. Like, people just start showing up and there's absolutely no explanation as to why the motherfuckers are there. It's like, okay, we know these characters already. We know they exist, but why are they there? Why now? Where were they? Were they watching us all along? Or they just showed up right at the instant moment of danger or escalation of the battle that's going on? And it's like, okay, where the hell did you come from? They have shoehorned so much in just a trailer alone that makes everything feel rushed. And yes, we understand that they have to they have to catch up to Marvel, but they still should have took their sweet ass time with it. They have all the time in the world. It's just like, okay, yes, we already know. I think that they are eventually going to have Flash and Arrow in it. Just because of their TV series leading up to a certain point, they're probably going to jump into it.
Bad part about that, they're going to have different actors for the Flash and different actors for Arrow. They already have a different Flash cast
Wow,
Ezra Miller.
that's interesting.
Yeah, considering that Grant Gustin has already been out there for about a year, and he's got tens of millions of people already identifying him as a
That's a
Flash.
Flash, yeah.
It's kind of a weird position to put him in. Hey, no, hey, dude, hey. I know your name starts with a T, but you're gonna be the theme this week, all right? And I know your name starts with a T. You're gonna be Theory this week, all right?
No, fuck that. I want my own shit. That's
Absolutely
it.
not.
No.
No, this
But
is company mandate. I'm gonna be the other, all right?
I quit.
But yeah, that's what it feels like.
that's
they're
what it
doing.
does
Yeah.
feel like that they're doing. It is ridiculous.
You're talking about it, right?
But let's talk about the meat of the trailer itself. The Lex Luthor, Clark Kent, and Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
They're an interesting conversation at the party.
Although, like I said, Lexus sounds like a cartoon character. Oh, nice to meet you. Oh, what a strong grip. Don't get into a fight with this guy. What is he? Is he supposed to be like one of the richest men in the world? Or is he like an infamous?
When does Lex ever joke like that to
No.
that extreme?
I don't think it's ever happened.
No.
Even when Kevin Spacey played Lex Luthor,
Yeah.
I mean,
Like his jokes are more cynical than jokes.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that I've always appreciated about Lex was he was funny without meaning to be funny.
this is the thing that I think is going to break this movie if it's broken.
Mhm.
Everyone's going to act so out of character. You got to understand about superhero movies. If someone is acting totally out of character, it will break the fucking movie itself. When people say Batman, you expect Batman to be a certain way. Superman.
Yeah.
Superman's character, everybody just generally knows by now. And if you don't, he's a Boy Scout, okay?
Yeah.
Superman is the Boy Scout.
Big
Clark
Boy
Kent
Scout.
Clark Kent is trying to act as human as possible to blend in.
Yeah.
And you throw Lois Lane in there, and then you get the emotions. But other than that, you have the characters as who they are. And where is it gonna be the killer character development for everybody else to coincide with everybody that's already there? We didn't see Wonder Woman do anything in this trailer except block a big ass beam with a shield.
Which would still kill Batman. by the way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There is no way, and we'll get to Batman later. Ben Affleck being Batman has nothing to do with me not liking Batman at this point.
No.
It's what we saw in the trailer. Well, me personally. Superman, him getting his ass kicked by Batman is a no, unless we see kryptonite. That's the only, even if it's a metal suit, it wouldn't be feasible or even possible. So, as far as Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice. Yeah, the Dawn of Justice is a little subtitle that everyone has to look forward to because it's the coming together of these heroes, fending off all sorts of bullshit besides fighting themselves.
Yeah.
You gotta look at it as to say, what leads everything up to this point? And I just don't see anything making sense 100% because everything was too rushed.
My issues with this at this particular moment in time is strictly with Affleck as Batman. If you look at the trailer, for one, he looked way too constipated as Bruce Wayne. Okay? All right. As a millionaire playboy, the boy looked way too serious to play a Bruce Wayne. It's like he's trying to be both, and he can only be one.
Well, most of the Batmans were like that. Most of them were either a great Bruce Wayne or a great Batman.
But never a great both.
Yeah.
And
Michael
it's
Keaton
true.
was a great both.
But you could at least see the difference between these two.
Yeah.
With Affleck, when he's walking into the party, I see Batman.
Yeah.
I didn't see Bruce Wayne.
That's
Well,
true.
the funny thing about that is that I think Ben Affleck is bigger than fucking Chris Cavill.
It
Or
looks
Henry,
like it.
yeah, Henry Cavill. Yeah.
It does look like it.
Yeah, because them standing up next to each other and talking to each other in that party is, I don't know if they've got Henry Cavill like on a soapbox or something,
Mm-hmm.
because it really looks like Ben Affleck is looking down on him.
Mm-hmm.
And I know he's a tall big dude,
What is Clark Kent slouching at this point?
Yeah, well,
Blend in.
that's the whole thing. But when you sit there and you look at it, not to pull the nostalgia card, right?
You have to. It's Batman and Superman.
Yeah, but not to pull the nostalgia card. When you had Christopher Reeves, all right, go ahead, and he was acting as Clark Kent, all right? Superman 2, okay? He's acting as Clark Kent, still big honkin' hoss motherfucker, all right? He's an Okie from Smallville, all right? Big dude,
Yeah.
okay? But the way that they had him during that scene where he gets his glasses knocked off, he's in the room with Lois Lane, his back is to Lois Lane, his glasses get knocked off, they fall into the fire, and he can't reach into the fire because he knows that if he reaches into the fire, he doesn't get burnt. You know, it's out.
Yeah.
At the same time, he doesn't have his disguise, so she's gonna figure it out anyways. So it's out, and all he does is that he stands up straight, and he fixes his posture, and all of a sudden it looks like
Everything changed.
It looks like he's 2 times as big as he was before.
And then that's the thing about it too.
Yeah.
When that happened, he was a totally different character.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about superheroes and their secret identities. They're always 2 different freaking characters here. You can't be the same person. Like you said earlier, Theory. Batman and Bruce Wayne are 2 different people.
Yeah.
You have to remember that at all times, and I'm not sure if this movie is going to do that. What you just mentioned with that scene on Superman 2.
Yeah.
Even Clark Kent, at the time, he's like, I don't know why I did that.
Yeah.
He had full control of not doing that, but he wanted to do that because he felt sorry for Lois Lane at that moment. She was the most vulnerable.
Yeah.
She knew that, and he knew that she wanted to find out who he really was, and so on and so forth.
He was coming clean, and he was kind of caught in a bad spot where it was like,
but back to
crap,
that,
you know.
but back to the meat of it. Yes, you could tell that these 2 people are 2 different freaking people.
But to be completely fair, all right, as the intermediary voice here, we are basing this off of the 2-minute trailer. All right, so
That's very
it
true.
can be completely
Very
surprised
true.
once the movie comes out. All right, my main concerns. All right, it goes back not with Henry Cavill, not with Ben Affleck. All right, as to what we first said initially when we were touching on it. It looks like we've got at least 4 major comic book storylines, all right?
All
that have
integrated at once.
Yeah, these are storylines that they've spread out anywhere from 6 to 12 months, okay, over comic book issues that they're trying to go ahead and shoehorn into some two-hour package, all right?
Yeah.
And the one thing that kills me, this is the same effect, different medium, all right? This is one thing that kills me with like any sort of manga that goes to anime or any manga that goes to anime movie. It's like, oh, Golgo 13 that was released back in 1992. Perfect example, all right? They literally have something like over 40 issues of story, and they try to go ahead and shove it into 70 minutes of fucking video. And it was horrible.
Right. So there's too many stuff that you're just going to leave out.
With this, we've got Dark Knight Returns. It looks like Death in the Family. The beginning of let's see here. The beginning of War. The trial of Diana Prince. We've got so many fucking comic book storylines that we've got shoved into this.
This should have been Batman versus Superman.
Yeah, and I could have dealt with that.
I could have dealt with that. They didn't have to shoot because let's say if there was a movie every year.
Yeah,
we're patient enough, right?
Absolutely. No, actually, the funny thing is that if they're really going into this whole hog, like we know Disney is doing with Marvel.
Oh yeah.
They could do 3 movies a year, 4 movies a year. Guess what? 2 years they're caught up. All right,
that's true.
Shit, 2 years you've already got your first Justice League event.
Well, I was just saying about Batman and Superman alone.
Yeah.
Every other of the characters could come in.
Yeah.
Like 3 months later, 4 months later, introducing another character
and they don't have scripts or directors for those guys yet.
And saying, okay, even after their movies, like The Flash will come back instead of Ant-Man will return. Stuff like that. All of that could have been done but they're just rushing this.
Yeah.
And even when you watch the trailer, and like you said, it was a trailer, so we just have to take this with what it was.
Yeah.
But at the same time, everything just feels rushed. Just by what we saw in the trailer, it's like they're doing this. Wait, how did we get here?
Yeah.
And we can't have that. And because all of us expect a valid explanation.
Yeah.
And all of us are feeling that we automatically have expectations as far as saying, are we going to get the valid explanation or are we not?
Yeah.
So, yeah, Doomsday.
Look, yeah, that was a rumor that was thrown around, and that was a rumor that was thrown around like I think at the beginning of this year. All right, that they're like, well, maybe Doomsday is the big bad guy, and then it's confirmed. Okay, my biggest gripe, besides the amount of shoehorning and the amount of clusterfuckery that we have, all right, is that fuck, I think I've seen the whole movie in 2 minutes.
Just by the trailer, now reevaluating just by that statement alone, it's like, yeah, it leads to this, this, and this. You won't even have to see the movie to know where the plot directly goes.
Look, and the thing is that, like I said, WB has already announced 12 other fucking movies with these guys in it. I know they're gonna win at the end.
Okay, fine, but the good guys always win.
Yeah, well,
so to be fair,
even
for the most part,
it's just, I mean, what's going to surprise me? Are they going to kill Lex?
They kill Lex, movie over.
Yeah.
Franchise over.
What's going to surprise me?
What, you see the Joker at the end of the movie on a freaking mid credit?
No, his ass is mentioned in the fucking trailer.
I know that, but we need to see him.
I'm just saying.
I mean,
or they show Darkseid at the end of the credits.
I know they were the parademons.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We already know. Or they show Mars. Or they show
a boom tube,
or ring, or lantern ring.
There's not a whole lot that they can do right now.
No. That's gonna take us for a loop and surprise us.
Honestly, as far as being surprised, I don't plan on it.
My best hope at this time is that whatever they have, they're able to wrap it up cleanly. And look, I'm already expecting the to be continued. Everybody is.
Well,
there should be. From what we've seen, there's probably going to be at least 2 of those.
Yeah, there's going to be a to be continued. So, with that being said,
but another reason why I think that they rushed that like this, not that this applies to Batman and Superman. What I'm about to say doesn't apply to them. And they've already been established anyway. Yeah. But anybody else that they bring in, they would not be able to sustain a movie on their own. Let's think about this. Martian Manhunter. If they were to bring him in, there's no way he can sustain on his own. The Flash, same thing. Aquaman, please.
Actually, with Flash,
I believe the Flash could hold a movie for its own.
Yeah.
And keep everyone interested?
Yeah. Yes. No, they've got enough story. The thing is that that might explain why they're going with a different character. Because if they're trying to go with a movie, thing is if you think about using Flash, Grant Gustin as the Flash instead of Ezra Miller as the Flash for the movies, then they're like, well, shit, we already ran out of dudes.
Yeah.
I mean, if they do an origin story for Flash and they make it interesting and give us a nice, decent villain for him to go up against, it could sustain itself.
That's one of the problems, though.
But that's the thing; it would have to be somebody substantial for the Flash to go up against.
A real threat.
Like he's not going to be fighting Captain Boomerang.
That's what I was about to just say. Same thing. Not Captain Boomerang. Not Captain Cold. No.
With the right writing, they could get away with it. But
with the right writing,
again, they don't even have a writer director.
That's my point. Yeah.
So I mean, and the way that DC has been going on, where they've been literally asking their production teams to sit there and say, "Hey, dude, get me a script. You get me a script. You get me a script. You get me a script. All right. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna see which one we like. All right. And if we really can't we really can't make up our minds. I'm gonna take your ears, your eyes, your fucking nose.
It's a potato head.
Yes. Just slap it all together, and
Wow.
we're gonna have ourselves fucking Frankenstein.
That was a
And
Franken
for
script.
me,
Yes.
and for me, that's one of the biggest problems that they're doing right now. They're half-assing all of it, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
How long is this movie gonna be if they're
they
shoehorning all
want to
this
catch
in?
up to Marvel, they don't have to catch up to Marvel. They just
Yeah.
need to take their time, make quality movies, put them out in succession.
And have them be as on par as Marvel, or maybe even succeeding.
Because let's be honest, you know, when it comes to the small screen TV, you're kicking the shit out of
Oh
them.
yeah.
You know?
Well, Marvel Agents of the Shield is kicking ass, but
getting
you
back.
have Gotham,
Yeah.
you have Arrow, you have Flash,
Yeah.
and then you even have Supergirl.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and they're all rated high.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
and the thing about it is, I don't think any of them are going to be incorporated in the movie. You're not going to see anybody show up from those series.
No.
Nope.
And Gotham doesn't really count in that regard.
Nope.
So it's like, what is WB? What is DC going to do in order to keep us interested and keep us there for the next movies that are going to be coming out? We are, like you said, as the trailer was like, damn, we already just seen the whole movie at this point.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, and again,
Everything else is just going to be like 30-minute fillers between the scenes that they just shown us.
yeah, you know, not that's necessarily a bad thing. You know, not saying
Well,
that.
most movies do that,
Not,
but
yeah, not saying that I won't be entertained by a subsequent movie in length, but it's
Yeah.
just, you know, I would have to say that the previous trailer to the one that they just released probably had me more interested in the movie.
in the trailer 3,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
in the trailer
I
that
agree.
we saw
Because
this
the
week.
what they added in trailer 3 is like, oh, come on, you just revealed way too fucking much. Why couldn't you save that? We already knew that Wonder Woman was there, but we didn't know about Doomsday.
Yeah.
They could have saved that for the big screen, and everyone was like, holy shit.
Wait, what?
Yeah. He shows up, big screen, everyone was like, wow, that took us by a loop. That took us by surprise. Look at what Star Wars is doing. We know certain characters, but we don't know anything
About
else.
what's gonna happen.
No. All of that shit's a mystery.
See, and having that been said, here's the thing: we haven't seen anything from Luke Skywalker as far as those.
That's the
trailers go.
point. Yeah. It's,
You know what's funny is that they've been like, dude, Mark, fucking, dude, no, don't talk to nobody.
Nope.
And
They
here's
have
the
him under
thing,
lock
here's
and
the thing.
key.
We know he's in the movie. We know he's in the trailer.
They leak pictures of
We
him.
know what's going on, but we don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
right. So, I mean, that's just the meat of that of what we have with Batman v Superman. Speaking of Mark Hamill, he was at the Game Awards.
Yes.